let me just start by saying that, hello, my name is Stevie, if you didn't know that, and me and my husband are trying to make a baby. And we've been trying for 7 months now, with no luck yet, but it has been such a learning experience. I fully dove into this TTC world, totally unaware of everything. I thought that my little ignorant mind, it would be so easy to just have a baby. And God, I was so stupid back then, always thinking, God, like, I don't know, maybe I'm pregnant. Like, now realizing how hard it is and how most women struggle with this. I feel like such a large portion of the population just doesn't understand how hard trying to conceive can actually be for the majority of women. So, hopefully, I can share a little insight with the rest of y'all, because there are ups and downs to this journey, guys. It is hard, it is exciting, it is depressing, but it's worth it. So with all that being said, I just want to jump right in and talk to you guys about how I'm trying to make a baby with luteal phase defects. So, first off, what is luteal phase defect? So I asked myself the same question. First, I should preface, I have been charting my cycles for the past 3 months now, out of those 7 months of trying to conceive. And it's been great. I have a newfound love for OPKs. OPK stands for Ovulation Prediction Kits. And basically what it is you buy a bunch of little test strips in a box. And on Amazon, I'll link everything I'm using down below. I use this one brand. I don't know the name of them. Oh, it's Easy Home. I have them right here. I use that brand, and I get them on Amazon. It's super affordable. It's like 17 bucks, but this is the best deal. The brand, there's tons of brands, for one. There are so many brands that make these OPKs super cheap. They're all essentially the same. I use the Easy Home brand. I have been tracking that for 3 months now, and due to my tracking, I have realized that my cycles are wonky. So, on average, I have about a 35-day cycle. And I know that's kind of long for some people, but that's always been about my average. Sometimes it'll even go longer, and that's fine. However, until I was tracking ovulation, I never realized how this would affect me trying to have a baby. And I guess I just never put 2 and 2 together. But because my cycles are longer, I am running into a problem in which I ovulate very late. I ovulate around day 25 of my cycle, and that's very late, and it's really sad and frustrating because you're generally supposed to ovulate around day 14 of your cycle, right in the middle. That way you have a good 14 days additional to get pregnant, to have the egg go up the fallopian tube, have the sperm meet the egg in the fallopian tubes and implant itself. And you need time for that to happen, and that's something I never realized until now, after tracking and realizing what my body's doing. Basically what luteal phase defect is your cycle, if you do not know, is split into different phases. A luteal phase is the phase after ovulation, and it ends with either a period or pregnancy. So my luteal phase is very short. An average luteal phase, like I said, is about 14 days. Mine averages about 6, so almost half that. I could be doing everything just fine. I'm still ovulating. I'm getting positive OPKs. However, when I do my baby dance, I'm thinking everything's going good, and then 6 days later, I get my period. And so essentially what is happening is my body is not getting enough time to fertilize that egg, to implant that egg, and to produce progesterone. My body just doesn't have enough time to do that, and maybe that's because it's not producing progesterone fast enough. So next month, I actually don't have it this month, but if things don't work out this month, then I'm gonna try Vitex next month, and I'll get into that into a different video. Maybe when I get it, I'll do a review after a couple weeks of trying it, I'll let you know how things go. That supposedly is a supplement. It's not a prescription medication, which you can get, but I really want to try and do this the organic, you know, without any meds way first. So it's a supplement you can get. It's actually like a berry or something, or a flower, or maybe it's a berry. I don't know. It's a supplement that helps produce progesterone naturally. So I'm going to try that next month if this month's not working. I'm not having the highest hopes for this month. Alright, so really quickly, if you hear that noise, that's my dog chewing on his bone. Really quickly, I wanted to show you guys my charts. So I've been charting for 3 months. However, the first month I threw them away out of frustration. I didn't keep them. So I only have kept 2 months of charts. So here is December. You can see here, I didn't take them because I just ended my period, so I gave myself about 5 days. Also, I had just ordered these in the mail, so I was waiting for them to come in the mail. So I started taking it on December 1st. And so also, oh guys, y'all are gonna kill me, but I glued these in backwards. They're supposed to be like flipped upside down like that to read them. But I glued the first one in backwards and I just kind of stuck with it. So if you're reading these and you're like, what the heck am I seeing? I should also explain real quick. Ovulation tests are different than pregnancy tests. Let me show you a pregnancy test. If you're negative, you will only have 1 line show up. However, with an ovulation test, this is a negative, even though there are 2 lines. For it to be positive, the first line has to be darker than the second line. So right there, what you're looking at, this first line by where the P goes right there, is darker than that second line. So these 2 days, I had a positive, and as you can see, right here and right here, I was on 26th and 27th day of my cycle. So here are my line progressions. Again, you're looking for that second line to get darker than that first line. And here we go, just going down, 17, 18. You can see it gets dark, like some places, and then fades again, gets dark, fades again. Here we go, 20, 21, keep going, nothing. I got up here, 23rd day. That's the day I'm at currently right now. I'm on my 23rd day of cycle. So my test looked like getting dark, and then a couple days later, I finally got my LH surge. So when you get finally your positive ovulation test, that doesn't mean you are currently ovulating. That means within 12 to 48 hours after you get your positive test, and I got them 2 days, so we're gonna go off the second day that I got my positive test. So from December 18th, from 12 to 48 hours after that is when I release an egg. So not this day, not right when I get this test, but 12 to 48 hours after. But do not be mistaken, it is very important to baby dance up to like 5 days before you even ovulate, because I think that's how long sperm can stay alive inside of you. So the more the merrier. Have your reserves ready, fellas. So as you can see, December was the month I did not get pregnant. I found out on December 25th that I started my period. I kept taking pregnancy tests because, y'all, I was having symptoms like crazy. Here we are, January. So, again, January 1st was cycle day 8, the last day of my period. Again, I was waiting for tests to come in the mail, so I started on day 10 of my cycle. And as you can see, I have them glued in right this time, so that first line, for it to be positive, needs to be darker than that second line. And I don't know why these like things indent like that. I don't know why that does that, but it's okay. Still nothing. Down here, 16, 17, 18. It's getting darker, darker. And then here's what I'm at today. Day 23 of my cycle. That's my ovulation test. It's not positive, but it's pretty dark. So I'm hoping the next couple days here, I ovulate. Okay, so this month, what we are doing to try and have a baby is, first, like I said, we are tracking my cycle. So here is the Easy at Home brand that I use. And I like this brand because it comes with 50 LH tests, which is ovulation test. And then it also comes with 20 HCG test, which is also pregnancy test. That is a steal for $17. 50 ovulation tests and 20 pregnancy tests. Y'all. And they're super easy. The dear Lord. The ovulation tests look like this. They're very tiny. They come in little strips and you dip them into urine. You could try to pee on these things, but I don't recommend it unless you got a real straight shot, but you know what I mean. So that's the first thing that we're doing. I'll just put those in the back to display. Next thing that we're doing, I'm gonna say we because me and my husband are both taking this. We are doing daily maca powder smoothies. Maca powder. It is a Peruvian root that is ground up really finely, and you take 1 teaspoon per day of it, and you want to mix it into like a smoothie, or I've baked it into a chocolate cake, like a little chocolate cake, like a self-serve one, but I find that mixing it with peanut butter helps kind of disguise the flavor a little bit. It's not a bad flavor. It has a flavor though. Anyway, what this is for, this helps support sperm quality. It helps make sure that eggs are healthy. It helps balance your hormones, combat stress, fatigue. It helps regulate hormones for women. It can help produce progesterone. It's supposed to be a superfood, and y'all know there's no such thing as a superfood, but it's supposed to be really good for you, really good for fertility. There's tons of videos on them. Just do a quick Google search. It's worth a try. It really is. This is also not that expensive. Got it off Amazon. I'll link it below. It's worth a try. But the most important thing is your man's has to take it too. This is more, personally, I'm not a doctor, I don't freaking know, I don't make maca powder, but I feel like this is more beneficial to your man's than it is to you. So, daily. Up next, the most obvious thing, prenatals. I've been on these bad boys for 3 months now. Now, when I started this journey, I was a noob. No idea what I was doing. I just knew, okay, I know you have to start prenatals before you try to conceive. You want to make sure everything's healthy from the jump. So I bought these things at Target. I'm like, ooh, gummies. That seems easy because I've got stomach problems. Pills are hard for me. I'm going to have to suck it up anyway because these things are not the ones that you should be taking. They don't have everything you need. And obviously, it's fine. I'm just trying to conceive right now. I obviously don't have a baby in me. If I did, it would be very different. But I'm a big no waste person, so I'm riding these babies out. I'm almost done. And then after these, I will be getting a better brand. I'm going with the, I think it's called Pink Stork. I'll link those down below as well. They have all the DHAs you need, all the vitamin, what is it, B's that this doesn't have, I think. Something like that. I don't know. I just remember doing research and these were not it, y'all. Don't waste your money on these things. Get the good stuff. Also, a lot of prenatals don't include iron in them, and iron is very important to be taking if you're trying to have a baby. So I also take a daily iron tablet with my prenatals. So I do 2 of these, 1 of these every day. So I just want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. It may have been a little all over the place, but this is kind of my first video about this stuff. And I'm not the most knowledgeable. I'm pretty new to this stuff as well. I told you I was completely ignorant in the beginning. So if you guys have any questions, if you guys have tried any of the stuff that I'm using and you have any advice for me, what's worked, what hasn't worked, are any of you guys also going through luteal phase defects? Do you have any advice for me? I would love to hear it all, please. I feel like everyone going through the TTC journey is stressed out in their own way. Me, I'm no different. So help a sister out. I would love to help you guys out. Subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. I plan on doing another update when I finally ovulate and I start taking pregnancy tests. I want to do live pregnancy tests and let you guys know where we're at. So stay tuned for that video, and I'll see you guys until then. I wish you all of the luck on your journey, and I'm blowing you all the baby dust. See you guys.